Hi, everyone.
Hey guys.
So today's weather forecast is...
All right, we got lows of 1, highs of 16, wind chills about 30 miles per hour, maybe 50. Make sure you have your coats on. Air quality's moderate, so if you do have asthma, make sure you get that inhaler on you.
Ooh, stay warm out there, guys. It sounds like a chilly day.
Just kidding. I don't know what any of that meant, but...
Today, we are going to be giving you guys updates on the world, on life.
Pop culture, personal stuff. What have we been up to?
Let's start it off with the big kahuna, Miss JoJo Siwa.
What everyone's itching to know, all the details.
I know you want our opinion because we're like Siwanators. So obviously, when Miss JoJo Siwa came out, she came out as gay. Or...
Well, we don't really know, to be honest, because she did have a boyfriend, and she might be pan, she might be bi.
She is in that community.
Yeah, she did come out as part of the community.
She did not identify what, but she's a part of it. JoJo Siwa was gay, guys.
No, and it's such a big deal because she has such a huge platform. It's all kids. She's like Nickelodeon's queen bee right now. Everyone's looking at her.
The HBIC. Head bitch in charge.
What?
Everybody always tells her to grow up, act her age, but her whole job is to entertain children.
They are all, we're the oldest Siwanators, I think.
Yeah.
Anyways, but the big deal is that a lot of these kids aren't in complete control of what they're watching. They're all still young. Their parents are their guardians in charge. So it's a huge risk she took. So many parents could say, you know what, I'm not going to let my kids watch you anymore.
Yeah.
And it's really shitty. And that I'm sure a lot of parents did do that. But she's still thriving.
Of course.
She's actually probably better and bigger now.
She's glowing.
Yeah.
As per usual.
And it's really exciting. She hasn't really been making videos lately. It's okay.
Yeah, her videos are really short now. They're not as long as they used to be.
She's focusing on herself. Okay, so Viviana and I have this routine. We get sandwiches from this one place that will not be named until they sponsor us because we give them so much business, I think.
No thinking. I know for a fact we're their only regular customers.
Yeah, just look at my stamp card. It's damn near full. So we have this routine. We get our sandwiches, and then we come to film, and we watch JoJo Siwa videos. But lately, we've had to watch other YouTubers because she's not posting.
Yeah, it's not enough. The video isn't long enough for us to continue eating.
Yeah, it takes me 40 minutes to eat that sub.
And she posts a 5-6 minute video.
Yeah, I can't keep watching the same video over and over again.
Exactly. That's only enough time for me to open my bag of chips.
And that's it.
We just love her a lot, and we're just really happy that she came out. And I think it's really nice, it's a nice thing for kids, I guess, to be able to see that.
Yeah, who else can they look up to that's catered to them?
Exactly.
And I'm trying to think of what our generation had.
No one.
I don't think so. Yeah, that was specifically catered to us.
But you know what? I also think because you got me thinking about the parents that are no more JoJo. I doubt, honestly, that she's going to integrate any gayness into her songs or her video. I don't think she's going to do that. I don't think she can do that with her contract with Nickelodeon.
And either way, she doesn't do that stuff anyways. It's not her songs are about people
Love.
she doesn't push straight agenda either. She's just about empowering. So now she'll probably have themes that empowering for herself too, and her identity, but it's not going to be shoved down your throat.
Exactly.
And even if it was, that's not fair to come for her for.
Then swallow it, baby.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, it's straight stuff is pushed down our throat a million times when we're growing up. Sex scenes and people kissing, and it's why is that okay and that doesn't bother you? But
yeah, that's true. Also, I'm putting this out there. I really hope she either does a singing cover or a dance cover to Born This Way.
Oh, a for real one?
An actual filmed choreographed one, because that would be so amazing.
What if she collabed with Queen Mama Monster?
Oh shit.
Guys, that's Lady Gaga if you didn't know.
I don't know. I think it would be nice if she did an official video or something. Kind of I would just love her to see her do Lady Gaga choreo. There, I said it. That's all I want, JoJo.
She kind of did do a little TikTok thing, and that's why everyone started speculating. And then she just officially announced it. I think she should celebrate and profit off of it. Why not?
Yeah. It's a good thing. It's good, and I'm happy that it's her.
JoJo Siwa?
I
don't know, but who else would it be?
That's the thing I was going to say. I don't know who else it would be.
I don't know who else is Paw Patrol.
But I'm glad it's her.
Yeah.
Out of everybody. If any other celebrity came out, I feel it would have just been oh, okay, cool. But because JoJo Siwa came out.
I think it's just because we're big fans, dude.
Because we're Siwanatorz, you mean?
Yeah.
Anyways, how do you guys feel about JoJo Siwa?
Yeah, and if anyone has found the JoJo Siwa ice cream, it's only sold at Walmart. I've been to one Walmart. I didn't find it, so I kind of gave up.
I haven't gone to any Walmarts.
I went to a Walmart to get a car battery. And I was like, might as well kill two birds with one stone. And then there was no JoJo Siwa ice cream. I was like, okay, well.
But let's talk about where we're sitting right now, dude. Where are we freaking sitting?
We are sitting in
Oh
the
my
fire
God.
depths of hell. I'm kidding. Okay, guys, so we have a space.
Yes.
An official space. No more running around the hallways of our school and camping out in people's houses that we're house sitting for, trying to find a spot to record.
No more picking locks.
Dude, we never
We did pick a lot of locks.
Hypothetically, we did pick some locks.
Hypothetically, we snuck into classrooms that were not supposed to be snuck
We
into.
overstayed our visits. We had to reserve a time slot to okay, you know what?
Can we start from the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
We started off this journey in a cold ass basement of our school, recording on a box.
Like a fucking crate.
Like a crate, and we would put the laptop on the box and we'd hold the mics, and that's why there was so many mic bumps in the beginning, because we were holding the mics and then we would play with the balls at the bottom. I mean, there's still mic bumps now because that's only when we bump the table.
When we get a little rowdy.
Yeah, we're like, ugh.
Like JoJo.
So that's how we started off, and at the time, it was a little chilly outside. It's like it was in fall around that time when school started, and it was super cold in those basements. I remember we'd be shivering down there, and we'd stay at the school until like 1 a.m. I think the first episode we ever made, we stayed there editing till like 1 a.m.
Yeah, rookie moves, because we wanted to edit together as if that was like efficient. It really wasn't. The opposite.
Really long, but it was fun.
It was fun. Because it was like we got to hear our first episode back. It was really cool. Have you heard it? Cookies and Guys?
Yeah.
So yeah, and then we were reserving more classrooms, but then, that was only for like an allotted time slot. And then we would always overstay our time slot, which we thought it was okay because nobody else was using the room after us.
And also, there was 2 different rooms that we had used. The first one, we were using a box to hold everything. And then the second one, we asked for a room with a desk, and then...
Yeah. And then we overstayed our welcome, and we got in trouble, and we cannot reserve rooms anymore, allegedly.
The snitch-ass lockbox, it shuts off after, 5, and we stayed there till, 7?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, no, it just wouldn't, open anymore. And she's like, yeah, because you overstayed your visit.
Yeah, and now for some reason... suddenly there's no rooms open for us. No, I don't know why. So then we started running around campus looking for lecture halls and classrooms. Literally every single hall we went into trying to find a place to record.
Because over winter break, the school wasn't open. And halfway through fall semester, the school went it shut down, and only people that lived there could go to the main student center. So then there was one building that was open one day, and then we recorded a couple episodes, and we tried to use it as much as we could. And then other days, sometimes they would leave side doors open, so we just mosey on in there, and then we'd find a conference room and set up shop.
No biggie. Just 2 really persistent girls. No biggie.
No, and oh my god, dude, okay, guys, how many times it was snowing and we'd be walking around the entire campus checking every single door until we found one?
You think we're shitting you, but we tried every door.
Every door. And some doors would open. We're like, oh, fuck yeah. But there was a security guard in there. Yeah. And we're like, oh, no, bathroom, cool.
And we would get lucky some days. Other days we wouldn't, and we would have to record in a hallway at the student center area.
Or we'd have to go all the way to the 7th floor and we found this really empty... It looked like there was a podium in there, you'd give speeches or something, or have conferences or meetings. So we snuck in there one time, had to turn all the lights off.
Yeah, it's been a journey. Up until this point, 21st episode, we've been trying to find a consistent area that we can record in without getting interrupted, because then we would also get kicked out.
Yeah.
And people would come and tell us to leave. So we had to find a place where we wouldn't get bothered, and we found a place.
Finally. And we might be able to take some pictures in this space.
Ooh,
if you're wondering what I look like. If you don't follow inthepudding.podcast on Instagram, then you don't know what I look like.
Yeah, but we got this space from networking with a company.
It was a company that, we worked with before. We did film school with them. There's a couple other opportunities they've given us.
Yes.
We're going to be working with them again in April. We're going to be helping them shoot a little film. So yeah, they're helping us out. It's really nice that they stayed in contact with us.
Yeah, they like found out that because they follow us on Instagram, so they found out that we had a podcast and they asked us about it. And then we got interviewed by them.
Get interviewed
for their like newsletter. Why are we the same person? But we got interviewed by them, and it was just really nice. It felt like a cute little full circle moment, because it was like we interviewed to like be admitted into this.
We both got in together, which is so cool.
Yeah, into like a program.
Yeah,
we both interviewed for like the same program. We both got in together.
Yeah.
And then we had all these opportunities throughout it, and then they reached out to us to interview us, and it just felt really, really nice.
It's our girls. We're like, yeah, because during the program, me and Viviana were like attached at the hip. Everything we did together, or everything we did in the program, we did it together. A lot of the stuff, like the way we branded ourselves as like actors and editors and writers and all these things, is like together. Everyone knew us as like, oh, those two are actors, and they're attached at the hip, and they're best friends, and they're like
super, super smart and super talented and awesome,
super, super funny and crazy and cool. Anyways, so it's like them seeing us like working on something together. They took it seriously, like, oh, because they're always together and they're always pushing. We're hard workers, I guess.
No biggie.
So now we have the space and it's really exciting. And there's a dry erase board in here, so we definitely took advantage. So
something about having a dry erase board really gets our juices flowing and really gets us going. Something about that angled marker, angled tip marker on a whiteboard. Can you beat it?
No. Well, I never really write on the board. My handwriting's kind of sloppy. So Viviana definitely takes over the board.
There's like 3 words on it right now.
Just in the pudding, and then 2 topics.
2 topics, yeah. But it's just really nice to have like a space, and like there's privacy here. We're not going to get kicked out or anything.
We know no one's going to barge in here and ask us what we're doing.
Exactly. And like it's quiet. We have a table. There's space to do stuff. And we're just so, so, so grateful. If we have access to the newsletter, we'll post it on our Instagram so you guys can read it. They posted a photo of us, and we're feeling kind of insecure about it.
So we're not going to post that.
Yeah. But I feel like it would be so good if we did post it, because it's like a thank you.
I'm just tired of seeing that picture of myself. I hate it so much.
I know, I hate that picture of myself.
I was having a bad week too that week.
I'm just not smiling. Like they chose one where I'm lacking.
It's just so awkward.
Yeah, that's like not us.
That's definitely not what I look like.
Me either.
And
would you say I look like that?
No,
not at all.
Do you think I look like that?
Well, your face, yeah.
That's what I'm. You know why? I don't mind how my face looks.
Your face looks good.
My body.
I don't like how they did that.
Yeah, it's like the. I don't even want to talk. I'm not even gonna describe it. I don't like how it looks.
Yeah. I think your face looks good. Body is like, that doesn't look like you.
I like your pose in your body.
But then your
face is lacking a bit.
Does not look like me
at all. So if they took my face and put it on your body, it would be like perfect.
Perfect, yeah. Hey guys, if you're listening, can you just edit that for us, please? No, I mean, that was like a photo shoot that we did when we entered the program.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of old.
And we were awkward and uncomfortable. We got there late because of a miscommunication on our side.
Yeah. But we weren't the only ones that got there late. People came later than us.
Yeah.
But that's besides the point. We were still late. And it was just like an awkward moment. It was cute. But
it was really exciting.
It was very exciting. But seeing the end result kind of made me feel uncomfy.
Yeah.
And they kind of used it again. But that's okay.
Like, it's okay.
So that's why we don't want to repost it. Maybe because we're just a little tad bit insecure right now.
Or maybe they think we look so good in that picture.
What if people think we look so good in it?
Well, I don't think so.
Me either. But it's kind of nice if we were to repost it and kind of say, hey, thank you so much for the shout out.
I just hate that picture so much.
What if we just blur out our faces?
And my whole body?
Yeah, like we just scratch out the entire thing. And then we just write a little caption.
Super, super, super small.
We write a little caption saying, we hate how we look, but just read the caption.
Or
LOL.
How about when we post the newsletter, we can post the newsletter and then tag them so people can follow them and say thank you then.
Oh, there we go. So this is kind of how we brainstorm, guys. What else is going on? Thank you to Free Spirit Media for the space. Thank you to Jojo Siwa for being gay. And
thank you for our persistence.
Thank you for our charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
Oh, that was good. And you were like, boom, 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 boom. I was like, ooh, 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 ooh.
You haven't heard that before?
No.
Oh, it's from RuPaul.
Oh.
What does it spell?
I've only seen like 2 seasons. Can you say it again?
Charisma, uniqueness, nerve, talent.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't like that word.
It took me a moment.
No, I hate that word so much. But I like how they spin it and made it that.
All right, guys.
Life update.
We're going to tone it down a little bit, get a little slow. Just kidding. So we do want to give a life update, a little update about our relationship.
What's been happening with us?
Yeah.
We fought.
We had our first fight.
Yeah. It's been, how many years we've known each other?
I've known you since I think I was 15 when I met you.
However much.
I'm 19 now.
15, 16, 17, 4 years?
It is 4 years because I met you when I was a sophomore in high school.
4-year friendship, guys.
We weren't friends back then, though.
3-year friendship, guys.
Yeah.
Out of our 3-year friendship, we finally had our first fight.
First, we bickered back and forth and like disagreed about things, but we've never had like a serious like
argument.
Yeah. But the thing is, what is so interesting about our disagreement really, or our miscommunication is what it really was.
Yeah.
Is that we weren't yelling at each other.
Yeah, we were just crying.
No, we were talking to each other like adults. No one like raised their voice except when I don't know why we were cracking jokes while we were arguing. It was really weird. But that's how it is. And it was really nice. And we had a moment. And okay, me and Viviana have never cried at the same time.
It's always one of us crying.
No, it's always one of us crying and then the other person like consoling. Yeah,
okay.
Go off Merriam-Webster. So we've never cried at the same time.
However, that ended the day that wasn't the day we fought though. This was going on for like 3 days. 3-day
Okay,
argument.
this is what happened.
Let's start from the beginning. Let's give them what they want.
All right.
Here's the story, guys.
Here's the thing. There isn't like a definite spot where this started happening. Like this whole like,
argument.
Yeah, this disagreement argument happened. There was a build up to it because both of us knew that I feel like we knew we were going to like fight soon. Like we've been friends for so long.
And we see each other like every other day. It's like we're always together.
Dude, it's
Can
like
you stop saying everything I'm saying?
Every time me and Viviana say stuff at the same time, it's not planned unless we're like ending an episode or like starting an episode. Other than that, it just happens.
Off the cuff moment.
Yeah.
But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. No, we see each other every single day. And it was like attached, like you said, attached at the hip, and we've never fought.
Yeah.
So it was bound to happen.
And every time we came close to fighting, I feel like one of us like reeled it back.
Yeah.
Or like let it go. Because, I mean, you don't want to fight with your best friend. Like, that takes a lot out of you,
Yeah,
and like our first fight, I feel like we kept putting it off. And then someone even asked us on New Year, our friend is like, have you guys fought yet? And we're like, we looked at each other like, no.
Oh, if only we knew.
No, but tell me, I knew it was coming soon.
No, I felt like it had to come soon.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I'm glad that it came like now rather than like so long into our friendship, and it's just been progressively building up. So it's like a bigger fight, But yeah, it didn't start like, it wasn't one day like Angie or I said something and we just started fighting. It was like a build up. Take it away, Erin.
There was a build up, and I felt like we were together one day and we had just recorded an episode, and then we were talking after, and I feel like something kind of shifted in me into fight mode. I'm kidding. And then we had a photo shoot for the newsletter. We had to submit a picture for the newsletter. So we had a little projection photo shoot. And then we were both on edge because it was so late that we were at the school doing this photo shoot.
Felt very rushed.
It was really rushed. We were both getting exhausted. The pictures, we felt like they weren't coming out good. I'm not a photographer. You're not a photographer.
Sure.
We've never had a projection photo shoot before. We didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah,
it was very experimental.
Very stressful, and like we had one day. It was just, ugh.
Yeah, so we were both on edge. So we weren't really talking. And I was like, and now is not the time to have this conversation, And then the next day, we were like going back and forth about the photos, and then we were both still stressed about that. And then the next day, we were talking about something.
But you were already annoyed when when I was ranting to you.
Yeah.
My annoyance started when we were trying to figure out the photos.
Yeah. And then the next day, we started talking about the photos again. And then it segued into this whole conversation about like the main topic at hand, which you don't need to know about. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we don't want to go into what we were fighting about. It was just a lack of communication.
No, that's exactly what it was. So then, but that, I didn't want to have that conversation over the phone. But also that was the week when it started blizzarding.
Blizzard, like snowing. Ever heard of it?
Yeah, when it started, like, that shit was coming from the sky, that white stuff. And when that started happening, and I'm like, I don't want to drive somewhere to you and then talk, and then one of us gets upset and then drives home and gets in an accident, you know?
Plus, we weren't filming. Like, we weren't seeing each other that week.
Yeah, I'm like, also, where can we meet?
Yeah.
Yeah, we both live so far from each other. I'm not going to drive 40 minutes to have this little conversation, you know?
Yeah.
It was an inconvenience. So then it started off, we were talking about the pictures, and then it segued into, like, the real argument at hand. And then it ended fine, but it was still, like,
it was very like, okay, this is taken care of for right now, but it's not donezo, and I also don't want to talk to you until it's donezo.
Yeah. And then we saw each other, we were recording, and it was fine.
Because professionalism.
Yeah, but there was like an elephant in the room.
Yeah, like a huge ass elephant.
Yeah, and it kept like poking me.
Yeah,
I'm
same.
like, fuck off.
But I was like, we're watching Cody Co, and also we're gonna film an episode.
And we're eating burgers, and I love burgers, so.
So we set it to the side. I knew I wanted to talk about it, but I wanted to talk about it after we recorded because, like, I didn't know how that conversation was going to go.
Yeah.
You know? So if, let's say, like, we talked about it and we wound up fighting even more, then we're out of an episode for the week and you can't catch us lacking.
And then you guys, what were you going to do? It's not your fault.
Exactly.
You weren't part of the fight.
So we couldn't do that to you guys, of course.
So we recorded 10 episodes to make sure all the bases were covered. This is actually pre-recorded.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Okay, so then we had that conversation. You brought it up. Really cash, really light.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, you're going to come at me with that energy? I'm going to come at you with some cash, light energy.
I wasn't going to, fight you.
No, and it was super... I don't think I've ever had such a civil disagreement with someone.
Yeah.
And then we were both very open and vulnerable about our feelings and what we thought. And then guess what?
We just, communicated.
Yeah.
Everything that was a miscommunication, we just, clarified it with each other.
And we cracked some jokes while we were there.
And cried a little bit.
Cried at the same time, actually.
Which is kind of, historic.
Yeah, the ground was definitely shaking.
Yeah, we've never cried at the same time.
Definitely broke some glass. I'm kidding.
No, but it was kind of funny because we were in a classroom and we were standing across from each other.
It was really awkward. Also, we were getting ready to go out into the blizzard, so we were putting on our gloves while we're arguing and our scarves, and it was so awkward. And then you started cracking jokes while I was talking, and I started laughing, but I was also crying. And then guess what?
What?
We hugged it out, and we've hugged 2 or 3 times in this friendship. It's really rare.
Yeah, why?
I just always felt like I like hugging my friends, and I hug a lot of my friends. Even though I hate being touched, I do hug my friends. And I just felt like you weren't a hugger. I was like, well, I don't need to hug you if you don't want.
Okay, we can unpack that later.
Okay.
No, but
it's a little therapy session right now.
No, we hugged it out, and it was kind of nice.
It was nice. And then, dude, you dropped me off home, and you're like, I love you. And I'm like, dude, I love you.
It's kind of like we love each other and we're best friends.
Guys, don't forget to kiss the homies goodnight and tell them you love them. Do not forget. It's so important.
No, really.
It's very clear that we love each other and we're always going to be there for each other. And when we talk to each other, we listen, you know? Yeah. But sometimes you just got to remind the homies. No, it's true, though.
No, you're right.
It's a good little words of affirmation.
My second love language. Yeah, but it was nice. And I enjoyed the end part of our discussion when we were both saying that. What did we say? It was kind of like we were happy that we communicated and we're actually talking about it instead of screaming and yelling. It was just very, very civil, and it was really nice. And we both understood not our boundaries, but kind of just our boundaries
and understanding both of our faults.
Yeah,
it was a 2-party thing, you know, and understanding where we both went wrong, where we both should have said things differently or said things at all.
Yeah.
So, communication. Who would have thought? Ooh.
Who would have thought communication is the strongest thing in a relationship?
No, and think about it. I've had so many arguments with people, and an argument does not mean a screaming match. But a lot of people, there's a misconception there, and we did not raise our voice at all unless we were laughing or crying.
True.
You know?
Yeah, I just don't feel the need to scream at you.
Yeah.
You know?
And when you're yelling at someone, they shut down. That's you're attacking them. And we were just listening and bouncing off each other. And it was really nice. You guys should try it sometime.
Yeah. Get into a fight with your best friend that you host a podcast with, and then...
and then do something mean to them. And I'm kidding.
No, but it was really nice. And it was... I don't think I've ever I've never fought with a friend that I didn't just cut off.
I feel like I've never had that kind of conversation with a friend before. It was very open and honest.
I think why... Oh, yeah, duh. It's because, like, you're my friend.
Oh.
Everybody else I can just cut off because, like, they weren't that important to me. But, like, every other fight I've had with somebody, it's more me... I don't think I scream. But it's just me saying things and not really listening. Mm-hmm. It's just me, like, being blah, 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 blah. And then, bam, you're cut off. I'm not talking to you again.
Yeah.
So when this happened with you, I was like, well, we have a fucking podcast, so, like, I can't cut her off. No, but I care about you.
Really?
A little bit.
Oh, I care about you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Aw. Anyway, I didn't want us to, like, break up or whatever.
And also, this fight wasn't like one of us did something that was so like and caused this fight. It was just little things that we never cleared up, and then they built up into something.
Literally just a miscommunication.
Yeah, just a bunch of miscommunications that piled up into this dumpster fire of a miscommunication. And then we communicated.
Yeah. So, yeah, try it, guys.
The theme of this episode is communicating.
Because you know who else communicated? JoJo Siwa.
Yeah, when she came out.
She communicated her coming out.
She communicated her sexuality because I was confused.
But that's like our little update on us. We just want to say not everything is always peachy keen with us. I know you think we're perfect and we're amazing and the best and better than, I can't blame you. But everybody has their faults.
In conclusion, this is like number 30. I'm saying this, guys. Take a shot every time I say communication. Communicate with your friends. Mm-hmm. Tell them you love them. Even if it's like, oh, no shit, I love you. Just remind your friends. Mm-hmm. Because sometimes, you don't know how anyone's feeling at certain points. And maybe they need that word of affirmation and that confirmation that you love them. So just remind them. If you're okay with it, hug your homies sometimes. Or not.
As per usual. We're back, baby.
I'm back and I'm better.
I want you better as ever.
Baby, it's whatever. Somebody got it. Why didn't you come in?
Because I forgot.
Oh. You left me hanging.
That you're fed up.
I'm on a whole nother level. Woo. Girl, he only fucked you over because you let him. And that leads us to our Valentine's Day episode.
Bye, guys.